things are about to get a little bit spicy.
Yes, I am going to be writing 5,000 words today. Oh, hi. I come to you in the second week of November with a cup of hot Swiss Miss and some cinnamon bun dates. I did hit all my targets last week for every day, but since today I'm both tired mentally and physically, since I've been doing a lot of errands for my family and other stuff, I decided that today is going to be like a relaxing writing day. By only writing 500 words. And I'm also starting this week off with the similar time scheduling that I had last week, that I'm starting this at 10 o'clock at night. So, but probably things will be better. I spent like a lot of time. I actually uploaded like the last vlog at like 4 in the morning, so that was fun. It was interesting, and I'm surprised that I'm getting any views. So if you see this, thank you. And I'm starting this week off very happily. I'm currently on chapter 5, and it's like 3,000 words, which is interesting. But I think I'm gonna start a new chapter today. That's gonna be fun, and yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'm doing only 500 words today, which is nice. I sometimes, during these challenges, I need a break, but at the same time, I don't want to lose the everyday momentum. So this is good. This is fine. Fine. This is gonna be fine. So yeah, let's get this show on the road. Hi, hello. This is the 9th day of the challenge, and I was gonna do 2,000 words today. And I've been saying that I wanted to do a 2,000 word day, but today was actually the day, as I'm right now at 1,978 words, and it's only 11 o'clock at night because I've been so diligent today, and I did a pretty good job. To be fair, I wasn't as busy today, and I had some recharge by meeting up with a friend and had some coffee. That was pretty nice, yes. And I've also, I've also started a notebook for the story, as some elements are coming to light in the story, like, oh, there's this character that my main character was going on a quest, and he has a better role now than he did in the beginning, and there was also a slight what and a why and a where situation, which I need to write down. And like, it's interesting because some things have changed from chapter 1 to chapter 6, which I'm in right now, but that's just how writing works, at least for me. But like, I did write the notes in Scrivener, like when I have something new and stuff, but I also feel like it's nice to have it in a notebook. I like these notebooks, well, when I can get my hands on them. They're Japanese books called Campus, and they have 40 pages, and they're like not that big or not that small. They just have a really nice paper feel, and also it's nice to take out like from the house. I have it also for my other books, and I like them. So yeah, that's what I'm using. But it's nice to finally crack open the notebook because that's the thing that I like to do when I'm writing, to have a special notebook for every book, or even more notebooks for the same book. I think for like the one that I'm currently on the second draft of, I have like 3 different books for it for different reasons, because that's how I'm planning it. Well, but thing is, like, even though most books have like different feeling, like the book that I did last year, it flowed more from my head than the first book, where I like planned and planned and planned for like a month and a half and had like a special trip with my friend and everything. This one is like in between. I did plan it, and I looked back at my notes, and apparently I had like the idea for this like a year ago or something, like back when I was thinking about doing the book that I did last year. I just forgot that I had gotten like deeper into the planning, and I did find some notes that might help me. But it's interesting that now some of the things that I like need to iron out for the story are coming to light, which is nice. And also the thing that I might okay, so the thing that's happening right now though is, because this is the first spicy book that I'm writing, things are about to get a little bit spicy, and I might be writing about that tomorrow, which is interesting because I was gonna go to a cafe tomorrow, and I don't know if I wanna be writing something spicy in a cafe. But then again, I'm totally fine with writing the, oh god, why does this tripod can sometimes have a mind of its own. But anyways, yeah, I like, it's not weird to write something spicy in a cafe. I feel like it's probably fine. It's not like I don't know, but it's not like people are know what I'm doing or anything. But it's, I don't know, because the spiciness might even be like in the next few chapters, because it's like a big thing in the book. I'm saying this without spoiling anything. Jesus, stop. I don't know why my tripod really wants to see the ceiling, which is, I can assure you, not that interesting. But yeah, I'm going on a little ramble right now because, like, yeah. So I'm gonna write something spicy tomorrow, which is interesting, and we're gonna have some interactions with. Stop it. We're gonna have some interactions with the love interest. We're just gonna have it from this angle now because I feel like the camera is, or like, I have a gimbal type thing from DJI, and it keeps having a mind of its own. But yeah, I'm looking at the word count now, and I'm pretty proud of my daily word count. As you can probably hear, Icelanders have a very hard time with the word, like with anything with a W. It's like when I say weird, I say it very weirdly because we don't have a W in our vocabulary. But yeah, and this is my hair in like more of a curly state. I know that nobody cares, but yeah, this is like my natural texture of hair, I guess. Except I blow dried it, and it's kind of has the kind of blow dried look because I didn't use the like smoother. But yeah, enough rambling about nothing. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about the spicy things. It feels quite not scandalous, but it's interesting because I feel like some parts of it are gonna be maybe slightly awkward to write at first, or way too like hot and spicy, or not and hot and spicy enough. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So let's hope it goes well. As you can see, I am almost at 3,000 words. I'm gonna finish it off quickly, like 1 minute. I still have time. Yee. Hi, so this is the 10th day of this challenge, the 10th of November. And yes, this is a different camera angle because I'm trying to figure out what is the best camera angle to have. And I woke up to some exciting, like, internet stat news, as in I actually have 50 subscribers on YouTube. I can't believe it. It's amazing. I don't know if I even know 50 people, but yeah, so if you are a subscriber, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I think, like, I have 120 views of my last video, even though, like, most people clicked away. I think probably like 10 people still watched it all through. That's fine. I just can't believe that anyone is watching this, but that's cool. But yeah, I'm here in my office, which is also my mom's bedroom, if you need to know more. And I think I accidentally disconnected my keyboard yesterday because, no, it's back on. Okay, good. Because I was like, what is this? And actually just was my keyboard still connected to my laptop when I took it back to my room. But yeah, funny thing is, during my TikTok videos and YouTube and everything, the most asked about things I have, yes, hold on, is my calcifer like candle, which if you I tip it over, it's turns off, and take a bit back over, it starts, and it has like a slight timer. But yeah, he's my little writing buddy. Nice to have on my desk, and I'm very happy that I bought him when I did. I did buy him in Japan, if anyone is wondering. In the Ghibli store, I believe they still have it, as I think it's a part of their like non-seasonal, like all year round merch. But yeah, I have my latte here, and this day's mood cup, it's like a very frosty one, and I'm trying to write another 2,000 words today, which is exciting. And I also did mention yesterday that I was gonna go to a cafe. That didn't work out. I think I'm going tomorrow if I have time. That or Wednesday. But also, like I said, today is gonna be a day where I write a spicy scene. So I think that might be just nice to write at home. But yeah, let's get to it, I guess. And I also have some biscottes, I don't know, lotus cookies. They're very nice. I'm going to have a half an hour timer on, or no, let's just say 25 minutes perhaps. I set the timer to 25 minutes, and I'm gonna write for that long. So see you on the flip side. Okay, so for the 25-minute session, I did about 321 words, which is pretty great. considering I didn't use this dictation and I only use one hand to type. So that's pretty good for me. Also, I started chapter 7, which is exciting because the main character is going to a very spicy place. That's going to be revealed in this chapter. That's pretty good. Hopefully, the rest of the evening will go well. Yes. Okay. So I did 2,521 words today. That's pretty good. Considering that was light spoily, but doesn't really matter in the main scheme of things, so don't worry about it. But yeah, I did 500 words more than I was gonna do, so I'm very excited for that. But yeah, I'm actually quite happy with the day. Plus, I was writing a little bit of spice for, like, I wouldn't say the first time, but it's the scene that I was doing was quite a big scene. It's not so subtle in this book, which I do like well, subtle things, but yeah, it's kind of wham bam. But their relationship of the main character isn't like barely too overly sexual, but it's more like, well, I'm not gonna say too much because things might change. But currently, it's very emotionally based. Okay, so I'm currently on chapter 8 and I'm doing 1,643 words today, as that is the pacemaker goal. I honestly haven't been feeling that great today as I got my monthly fun, or the shark is here, as I can say. So it hasn't been the best day. Yeah, but what was good was I had Korean barbecue with my friends. So that was something, but I felt really tired and still feel really tired. So just gonna work here in bed this evening and finish off my words, and then I'm still planning on doing 5,000 words tomorrow, which is fine. I think it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna take some painkillers and probably do some of it in bed, which was the plan anyway, and some of it at my desk. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna finish this chapter. I'm still in the, well, what I would call the, if I would name some, the gorgy scene, just without the G, I guess. I don't know. The gorgy scene, yes. So yeah. Okay, I finished my goal right before midnight. So yeah, that's pretty good. See you tomorrow for the 5,000 challenge. This is my snack. Okay, today is the day. The day is the day. I am going to be writing 5,000 words today. With, of course, dictation, because that's gonna be my savior today. And when I mean dictation, I mean I talk words to computer and computer writes down. Yes, because I do only write with one hand and it can become quite exhausting, and also it's not as fast as writing with two hands. But yes, I am going to be writing 5,000 words today. And I do have my snacks ready currently for this session. I think I'm going to be trying to do 1,500 words in the next hour. Let's just see how it goes. My snack is peanut M&Ms, and is my pumpkin spiced latte, like an espresso one with a yellow moomin cup. I already set a target on the session tracker, or like session target, and it's at 5,000 now, and it's currently 5:40, which is later than I was gonna do this, but it's just how my day went, so I will just see how it goes. So see you at 6:40, I guess. Okay, it's 6:33, and I finished 1,562 words. So I'm gonna take a break, probably eat dinner, and then I'm gonna continue with this 5,000 word challenge. I'm slightly behind schedule, so I'm just doing a quick update. I'm at 2,740 words today. So I'm keep going because I want to finish this quickly. Okay, yeah, so I did film a little clip when I had like 2,000 some words, but now I'm at 4,930, which is pretty good because I'm almost at 5,000, and it's 20 minutes till midnight, which is pretty normal for me, I guess. Oh god, these curtains are so funny because they kind of glitch because of the fabric, so see, the glitching is happening. Yes, I'm getting distracted because I've been writing too much. And the funny thing is, when I write, like, sometimes when I'm in the mood for writing, I don't really want to be on camera and making stuff up, especially since I'm getting used to being on camera. But it has been pretty good. And honestly, if I had more time for this day, I would have probably written more, as I very much had a lot of epiphanies yesterday about where the story was going, and like a lot of the gaps that like needed to be filled were indeed filled, and that's pretty good. And I did have to change some things, like skeleton of the story is still the same, but like the aspects of some people, and like making some people have a bigger part, and changing the relationship of some people, and I think it's working at least. I'm currently now at 23,000 words, and almost at like 24,000 words. Man, I should have tried to get to 24,000 words, but I guess I'm ending at 23,800 and something. But I'm gonna try and finish the last 70 words that I need, but I'm gonna show you. So it's 8 minutes till midnight on Wednesday, 12th of November, and I did 5,000 words today, which is very good because I've never done that before. And I'm at 23,849, so that's pretty good. So, okay, we're at day 13. Yeah, but like most days, my day did not go the way I thought it would. I didn't go by my price for yesterday for doing 5,000 words, but I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. I didn't have time today, but the thing is, so I'm gonna be doing 1,700 words today, and that's just gonna be what I need to be. So more and more ideas have been coming to me, which means it kind of changes the trajectory of the story, which means I have to add like what I call like half chapters with like information that I might need to change in some chapters and stuff like that, which have to do with the story, and it's minimal change, but still I need to add it there so I don't forget. But this is also for me, and this is what I choose to do. do like this, and also I'm doing, since I'm using Scrivener for the first time, it's slightly different because each chapter has like its own tab. So that's interesting, but no. I figured out more of the story to do with the side character, and also how the love interest fits better into the story, because I was like thinking how would they fit and stuff, because I know they're going to be there, and I know there are some story beat elements and that will make them like fit into the story, but I have such a good idea for them now. Like, so, super random. If you have been on TikTok, just this week, there have been so many edits, like very cute and sad and emotional, like both National Geographic or like, how would I say, like animal documentaries and sad movies, and like Spirit and Fox and the Hound edits, like Brother Bear and stuff like that. And they've been using this song by 21 Pilots, I think, which is called Drag Path. And that song has been stuck in my head this week. And it just like built up so many emotions in my head. And also, it just kept my brain flowing with the story, which is like so like typical for me, because like I have a song that I like to listen to, or like for every book and stuff like that. And I don't know, even though Drag Path is very like sad and stuff like that, and this book isn't sad, but it just helps me think of stories, not just this story, but I'm kind of sad that it isn't on Spotify or like on YouTube, because apparently 21 Pilots like only sold it exclusively for limited time on their website. But like, I've been listening to edits on TikTok, and it's just been emotionally like filling me with ideas, and it's just like, I recommend, if you're ever writing a book and you get ideas for music, or just like smelling a candle or something, just have that with you while you're writing, because I can't tell you how many like songs fit with some of my stories and some of my ideas, and it just helps me so much to get into the story. And currently it's Drag Path by, I think, 20. I might be wrong, but I think it's 21 Pilots, and it's such a good song. So yeah, I did a little more than 1700 words, as I finished off 2000 words, as the conversation that I was writing was so intense that I wanted to keep going. But yeah, I did 2000 words. And the thing is, the conversation that I was writing was so intense and good. And it's just keeping the story along, and it's just, everything is going so well. But I'll be honest, I will have to do a lot of editing when it comes to the second draft, which I'm fine with. I don't know when I'm gonna start with it, because I'm working on another draft. Maybe I can do 2 drafts. I don't know. That's highly likely. This is why I probably shouldn't have done another first draft, but I love doing first drafts, and I also love writing in November. So there you go. That's me. So it's Friday, currently the last day of this challenge this week, and it's okay. But yeah, I'm going to the Japanese stationery store. These are my predictions. I think I'm gonna spend like 2,500. We'll see. Now, so what you're seeing here dangling is my potato buddy, which my friend made for me, and which I love with my whole soul. His name is Potato-san, and he is my best buddy, and this is his booty. But yeah, let's see how much I spent at this stationery store. Yeah, I spent way more than I was planning to, but I got myself a little hipster, which is like the same brand as my little guy who helped me with my posture. It's like they have photo of like the thing that I use for my. Then I got this notebook because I really want to do like some daily sketches. I saw like this video online where this girl was doing like a travel notebook thing, and she had like taking like souvenirs, like papers and stuff, and cutting them out. So I bought this. I think it's, yeah, it's like this size. I can't. I think it's, I don't know, an inch. I have no idea. Then I got a purple pen. I got 2 stickers, and this is made by tattoo artist here in Iceland, which I follow both on Instagram and TikTok, and also kind of want to get tattoos from her. But yeah, instead of 2,500, I think I spent like 8,000. So yeah, not so good for me. But I mean, it's fun, and I'm gonna open this when I get home. So yeah. Okay, it's a little bit later. Ignore. Let's just remove this. Ignore the mess. But yeah, I'm opening my. This is called a posture buddy, or like, this is my posture buddy, except it's chica like version. These are like the main animals for the actual posture buddies. Just gonna take the plastics off so I can show it better in the camera. But yeah, look, this is the. Oh, do I have to do like the? Well, okay, these are the actual posture buddies. I'm hoping for the panda or the sloth. Okay, let's see what I got. I got the Shiba Inu. So yeah, it's very cute. Okay, so it's sometime later. It's almost midnight-ish. It's like 18 minutes till midnight. But yeah, I found out that it comes with a stand if you don't want to put it anywhere. I didn't glue it perfectly to the stand, but it's currently just on the stand on my table, matching my little buddy here. And yes, I used my hole punching thing. I wanted to try it out, and wow, I can't find the. Yes, I can. I got very cute Pokemon cards that I have a double of. Yes, I did about I did 1,514 words today, with the draft being at 27,319 words. So the story has gone into a different direction in some aspects, and I really just needed to put down some notes today to figure out where this was going. But it's also kind of fun since I'm kind of getting butterflies thinking about like when the main character interacts with his love interest, and that is so I love this feeling. This is probably one of my favorite feelings about being a writer. So that is what I want from my projects. I love it. But I did some notes and I asked myself the question, like, what is their relationship really? How much time will it be in story time before the meeting? There's an important meeting in this book. And then, why did Al do that? What was his goal in doing that? Because Al is not the main character, but his actions matter. So I kind of want to write it down from his point of view, like here, like I did a bit, to see why he was doing what he was doing. But yeah, that is pretty good. I know this is might sound like things you do with a second draft, but honestly, this also happened with both of the other books that I wrote down. This is just gonna help me in the longer run to know, in the long run to know where this story is going. So yeah, this is actually the end of the second week, and I honestly think it went pretty well. I'm ahead in this competition, and so despite having like my period this week and other things, I felt less busy, which was good. Like in hindsight now, I feel very good, and I felt that the writing went better, and yeah, I also feel like some of the shorts I did went better. I'm just trying to figure out anything, as this is just a little journey into learning how to like vlog and do more interesting shorts slash TikToks. But yeah, see you guys next week, and I hope that this week has gone well for you guys. Either like if you're writing, doing art, doing anything, or just like had a good week. And yeah, hopefully we can do something great next week. So yeah, bye.